peeps.
Your thoughts on the Packers? Sorry.
Would Krabinoff tell you to say that?
No, but he was talking Vikings on it.
Greg, you mentioned, defense has only been, you guys have only been working on it for 2 weeks, but what did stand out about your guys' defense?
Well, we outlined a lot of things on film, and we got some work to do. But I think offensively, we put ourselves defensively in some harder decisions to make, which I think this group has the potential to do. We have, you never know until you play, but in terms of being able to be hard to guard, I think this group has a lot of highly skilled guys. We are very unselfish. Like we had 23 assists on 40 baskets today, so a lot of things to clean up. But I like what I saw in terms of, we haven't done a lot up and down 5-on-5, very little. The last 2 days was really the first time we've done much at all since the summer. So I thought the flow of that, it wasn't as choppy and as sloppy as what it could be this time of year. So we've got obviously areas to clean up, but I like the way they competed.
There were some sequences where Chucky was trying to score on Kamari, and Kamari was not backing down, even though Chucky did score. What do you think Kamari will be able to give him as he gets more comfortable, with the system and the transition?
Yeah, I think that's a big piece of it, of what he can do defensively. He's starting to pick up what we're doing. He had a back cut along the baseline. He's starting to get some of that, of how to play without the ball and what we're doing. And so we have more back cuts today than we've had in a while, and we've got to, obviously, now you got to, how do you guard yourself? But I like the fact that they were reading a lot of those things, and they weren't necessarily called, just trying to get a feel for how to play. And Kamari is, part of that, that's learning all this on the fly.
That last eval period, and when you were watching Connor in Las Vegas, I know he really struggled that weekend, but I'm guessing we saw more than whether or not the ball was going in for him. I was wondering if you could just kind of talk about what you saw, even when he was, kind of at a low point, that made you still want to pull the trigger and go get him.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of film. I've watched all the film we could get our hands on, just knowing that, we don't have enough days. You're going to see their best, and you're going to see their worst, likely in those evaluation periods. So just trying to watch all you can, and obviously it's a display today. He's got better. Strength has made him better, but he knows how to find the basket, as you can see there. So, he's got a great feel offensively. Some defensive things we got to continue to get better at. Some of that'll happen in a week. Some of that'll happen over the course of the next year plus, as he gets stronger and understand the importance of that end of the floor. But from where he was when he got here in June to the France trip, he had some flurries like that in France too. But you never know. That level of competition, and it'll get harder for him. There'll be film that'll get out on him, but the kid knows how to score, so that's it's a bonus. I can work with guys like that.
You mentioned playing off the ball. It seemed like Max got lost a couple times on a couple back screens. Is that something you guys kind of encourage him to do, or is that just something within the offense?
To get lost?
Yeah, in terms of as a back screener.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things we're doing out of it, and we're still experimenting with a lot of different, actions within what we're doing. But, I like how we didn't over dribble for the most part. The ball moved pretty well, found the open guy. Thought we touched the post adequately. We'll have to throw it inside more, but that set up some open threes too. We were able to play inside out a lot. So I thought Max was really physical, really finishing the, he was very assertive and very comfortable.
What's your biggest takeaway from today?
I like who we can be offensively. I don't like who we are defensively right now. So that'll be the film breakdown. But those all are fixable, no doubt. But like I said, I like the unselfishness and the versatility that this group has offensively.
Connor was playing very physically, getting defensive rebounds, getting some and one opportunities. He's not playing timid, kind of like he was last year. What have you seen in him that has built up his confidence?
He's bigger and stronger. That's the first piece. He's put that time in and made that commitment to really be serious about the off season, and it's shown. And I think he's practiced very well. I said even through the summer, I thought he was our most improved player coming back. And it's really in large part due to the commitment he made physically to take another step. And he can still go more, I think. But he has guys. Definitely, he understands now what it takes and has put a lot of time into his game.
Is there any update on when Isaac may be available and when healthy?
Hopefully within a few days here.
When healthy, I mean, how do you see him factored in?
He fits in, we're still figuring all that out, so it's very competitive, as you can see. Those teams are pretty evenly balanced. So everybody's learning on the fly. We got 3 guys that really got a lot of minutes from a year ago. Others, Marcus, Carter, and Jordan got spot minutes here and there, but I think just how Kamari, how Max, obviously how Connor has stepped in and helped, and really Connor hasn't played too much like a freshman. Max obviously has come in and really he's played like he's been here for a couple years. And I think what I've noticed is that even through the summer, they continue to push each other and get better every day. So Isaac, was right in that competition with him. So that's the good thing about having, a lot of options, is that it makes practice more competitive. And when that happens, everybody's, rising tide lifts all boats, so to speak. So we have to, as we all get better, it'll make, individually, it'll make us, the whole team better.
What did you see in Chris Hodges?
You like that quote?
I was waiting for Owls and Eagles to come. I'm back of that. I was waiting.
What did you see in Chris Hodges today? Because like you said, you haven't done a lot of 5-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing physical. He's a young, big guy. There's going to be things that are really good, and there's a lot of things he's got to get better at. We'll find things in ball screen defense and post defense. I thought he let Steve catch it too easily at times in the post, but he competes. It's another guy that he had a phenomenal practice yesterday. He was all over the glass. He understands his role, and that's effort and energy and playing physical, and give us what he can. If the offense comes to him, great. But his primary role is going to be what he can do for us defensively and how he can help us on the glass on both ends of the field.
Tyler brought the ball up multiple times and just kind of initiated the offensive, was aggressive. Is that something as a leader offensively that you vision him doing? Or
if you have the skill set to do it, I always say be responsible. So, we've done that with Ethan, we've done that with other guys in the past. So if you make good decisions and you have the potential or the ability to do it, that's fine. Now, if you're throwing it into the tuba section, then we're going to have a little conversation. But, Tyler has the ability because he's played point guard in high school and obviously very skilled. And that's a hard matchup when you got 6'9" coming at you in transition too. And he's really athletic. He makes good decisions, and obviously his shooting is improved.
I was going to say, he talked about before last season wanting to be a better shooter. It didn't turn out from three-point range. But does he look more comfortable? I mean, the pull-up on the right wing, you never would have taken that.
Right. Yeah, and I thought, confidence started in scenarios last year in small doses. One, I saw Providence here when Johnny didn't play. He had to step up. What happened in Vegas? He played well in those games and really was a scoring threat. So I think there's potential is there now. It's a matter of playing confidently and playing confidently when things don't go well. Can't go in the ditch mentally, and he's worked at it though. He's really put a lot of time. He's in the gym a lot, getting extra shots. So he's paid a price that it takes to become a more consistent shooter.
Real quick, offensively, a little more of a